Thank you for watching our video on PcaNet for planning and construction. What I'm going to do first is to show you how we use the software internally in planning and construction to manage the processes that are involved in your project. So I'm going to log in as an employee of planning and construction and kind of show you the back end real quick. So I've already typed in everything and we logged in, and then quickly we go to a personal daily worksheet. As you can see here, this is a workflow diagram that shows all the business processes and who's been assigned that particular step and whether or not they have work to do, and you can tell that by the color green, that there is some action. As you can see, we can write purchase orders which generate our contracts and invoices, daily reports, and a whole lot of other things, managing insurance certificate. So there's this big back office that we use to drive all the business processes that relate to your project. So now let's log out. And let's log in as if you were a client of planning and construction. And of course you'll end up seeing a different screen here. And here we have at the top, if there is an action item, which means that there is something that needs your attention, it will appear up here in the action items. Down here we'll show you the projects we're working on for currently, and if there were more than one, that would be listed here. So let's just look at a item here. This looks like a contract that's waiting an electronic signature. So if you click on sign it, you'll get this box to open up, and here you can actually see a contract. And so click on it and the actual contract will open, and it allows you as a client to view the contract. And then we can close it. So if you approve the contract, this signature would then be attached to this contract. And the really neat thing here is that if you're on the road, then you can do this work on any internet connected computer using Internet Explorer up to version 9, and that way the work doesn't stop and we can move forward. So let's just cancel that for now, and let's go on over to a project. And we click on that, and you can quickly see there is some accounting information, the location of the project first, and then some quick accounting information, and then some budget information as well. So real quick glance of the finances of this particular project, and as you can see, it's been completed because we've invoiced and paid is the same. And down here is all the features of the software that's available to you as a client. And primarily here's your job costing reports, and the main report is a summary management report, which I will click on and expand a little bit here so we can take a look at it. It's going to take a second to render it because of the size of the project. And as you can see here, it breaks down your vendor or contractor, and in this case we break that sub down, miscellaneous, down to materials. You can see the budget numbers, how much has been written in contracts, invoice, and paid, and what remains for the month. As you can see, it's very, very detailed, broken up into phases. And you can go on down and see a very nice report to get an overview of your project. And then here, of course, you have the grand totals, how much was budgeted, contract, invoice, so forth and so on. And then you can actually see what management fees would charge for the project as well. And then a nice little actual to budget graph down here for each phase that you can sort of look at there. So there you have it. There's two ways to get to the reports. You can just select them here. As you can see, there's some detail reports that those detail reports basically get rolled up into the summary management, but if you wanted to see some of the contract detail report, then you would just select that report. This is a nice report that shows you your budget to actual and where you stand at any time. This is a real-time system, so the numbers are up to date all the time. Or you can click on job costing, and this will take you to another screen to allow you to pick the reports. So let's head back to work profile, And here we can look at draw histories, and what that does is show you all the reports that make up the draw and how many draws have been made on the job, and then you can pick a draw and look at each of the reports as it was for that draw. The next thing, you can look at daily reports, and there's two ways to look at that. You can click on daily report, and as you can see, there's a whole lot of reports here. Let's just pick one. Let's pick one I'm looking for one with a little more data on. Okay, here we go. Here's a good one. And so as you can see here, we have the that it's a completed report, weather statistics for AM and PM, who project manager and site coordinator, and all the vendors and contractors that were on site, what their performance level was for the day, and what they actually completed for that day. And you can print the report. You can actually sort out reports that just have delays in them, so it automatically does that. So now if I look here, I can see that there is a delay in there as well as any of these here. Or if I want to see just the last 30 days, 60 days, or 90, or if we have marked a report to be special for some particular reason, and then you can sort descending and ascending as well. So let's head back to work profile, and we're going to speed this up a little bit. You can also look at purchase orders, invoices. You can create forum discussions on topics about your project. You can look at images and drawings here. And so let's just pick images, and you will get all the images subtypes. And here we have the final, structure, concrete, exterior. Let's look at click on exterior, and you'll get some pictures here. If you click on that picture, it starts a slideshow for you, and you get a nice big image, and then you can just next through and look at the pictures, or you can previous. And if you look at the bottom, you can get some information and close it out as well. So then you can easily just close out here, your head back here, and you can look at one of the others, like final. There's one. I believe this is a picture of the completed daycare center. Very nice. Yes. Okay. So let's head back to work profile. And then you can also see documents that we've attached to the project permanently, and that way we can always keep track of if there's issues and documents that we want to make a part of a permanent record for this project. And then the weather down at the bottom, that's supplied by the weather channel. Very nice. Depending on where your project is located, it looks at the zip code and gives you the weather in that location. So as you can see, there is an enormous amount of information at your fingertips that's on 24/7 on an internet connected computer using Internet Explorer browser only, up to version 9. So that's pretty much it, and we hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you.